finally, we're going to be looking at the sacral gates that are going to go up to the identity center. So first up, we have gate 5, which is waiting, and the gate of fixed patterns. Gate 5 is part of collective logical circuitry, and it links up with identity gate 15.
It is just this process to start habits. It's juxtaposition cross, if I'm not mistaken, is the juxtaposition cross of ritual or habit or something like that. It's something about doing the same thing over and over again. It's this capacity, and it is waiting. It's waiting to find out what pattern will it fix. It's part of the cellular process, by the way. So if you just take the single cell, be it a blade of grass or a drop of blood from a drop of blood, wherever, you take one single cell, it has a design. It's got a gate 3, it's got a gate 5, and it's got a gate 15. So this is part of this rhythm of life because it connects to 15, the extremes, part of the vessel of love that says, it's the love of humanity or not. It's this capacity to accept the extremes of humanity and the gate of extremes. And gate 5, when it collects that energy and that energy hits the sacral says, whoa, whoa, whoa. As much as you think I do all the time, I also wait. I'm just waiting as an active gate 5 is the meaning of waiting as an active state of awareness, which is another keynote for the sacral itself. It's the sacral's buzzing with its energy. Just because it's waiting, it's in an act. It doesn't mean it's doing nothing. It's actively in a state of awareness, awaiting the next response. And this gate that guarantees patterns and the patterns that will fix themselves, make sure that life finds its rhythm on this planet. Because gate 15 of the extremes is not just the extremes of humanity, it's the extremes of life. Hi, I'm the first cell on the planet, 500 million years ago. It's cold. It's wet. I don't breathe so well because I'm oxidizing through, I forgot what the original, fermentation was its original energy source rather than what the mitochondria will do now. But regardless, it had to take its extreme environment and create patterns for survival. The rhythm of life guarantee, this is the channel that you're watching when you take a cell and put it in a fertile petri dish, a medium that the cell really likes. And this cell will is part of the logic circuitry, and it sets the tantra for humanity's logic process, meaning it puts it into a tantric style rhythm. That's not a sexual rhythm, although it can be, but it's a tantric rhythm. As you take this cellular environment and you take a single cell and put it in that petri dish, you will watch inside of a day or two at most, that cell will multiply and multiply and multiply in a steady pace with a rhythm over and over again in a very fixed pattern until it reaches the boundaries of its petri dish. And then it will stop dividing if it's a healthy cell. And it will reach a stasis that says, oh, look, everyone's happy. All the barbaloots are in their barbaloot suits, and all the Lorax trees are giving their Lorax fruits, and everything is just dandy. It's a sunny day, and things are good because it reached its boundaries and it didn't break the rhythm of trying to get more. It basically accepted its limitation, meaning ordering took place from gate 3, and in its ordering, it stopped at the boundaries. That is the rhythm of a healthy life. And that's the rhythm of each cell. And this is part of the channel of rhythm. Now, if you've got a gate 15 and your partner has a gate 5, you're looking at them, or why are you always such a stick in the mud? You only do it this one way or whatever. And the gate 5's looking at, why do you keep bothering me with all your obnoxious crap? Sit still, like leave it alone. I don't care. I don't want to care. That type of thing. So this can be a very difficult electromagnetic. This is one of the odd couple electromagnetics.
Yeah, I have this one with Ika.
Yeah, this can totally. Oh, so he has the 5?
He has the 5.
I know
I have
you
the
got
15.
the 15. Nice.
Yeah, he's got the 5. I got the 15. So I handle the crazier stuff, and then he'll handle more consistent stuff. But then since he has consistency, that conditions me. So he brings consistency into me, and then he needs to just deal with some extreme stuff with me.
It is. You guys are both very lucky that you're the projector in the relationship. You know what I mean? You could help guide that into something with meaning. If you were just another generator, it's quite possible you could be not self-frustrated by that. Over and over again, accidentally, don't know, suddenly rifts come up, and stupid. But
Yeah.
if you allow Ika to have his way, and you'll notice, so he does have rituals and little patterns, and he does the kitchen the same way each time, and he pretty much starts at the same place each time. I have this whole channel. If you saw
Mm.
my patterns and rituals, the way I do things, you're like, good Lord, Dan, how do you keep track of it all? I mean, my coffee is made the same way every single time. Yet, because I have the gate of extremes, it's always an extreme cup of coffee. There was too much of this, a little too much of that, but it's the patterns of making it from
Are
that
still the
to,
same.
yes, from that to everything else. And you can't get these people out of their pattern, nor should you. And if you have the gate, you will drive other people into your patterns or you'll drive them away, like slowly. Again, it's not something coming up against a brick wall, although it could be sometimes. If you have the whole channel, the whole world around you falls into your fixed and rhythmic patterns of of where it's extreme and where it's not. I was the only one with this channel in my body graph in my home, and all the work of the home always got done. And while I was also supposed to do some of the work, I very often didn't, and the stuff still got done. And the house worked great. It's not because of me. I didn't do anything to make that happen. This is just a rhythm that makes part of the whole penta process of a family fall into a rhythm. This becomes the rhythm and the energy and the fertility and the vitality of the inside of the home, not of the family then going out into the world, of the family inside the home before they portray out to the world.
Yeah, 515. 5 is the fixed patterns. The 15 is the extremes. It's one of the Tantra channels, but we'll talk about those once we bring up all three at the end. So that could be its own little self-contained unit. So yeah.
I love the picture, just step by step by step in a pattern. And if one step has a higher rise than the other, the fixed pattern's gonna want to find a way to incorporate that as an extreme or fix it into the same height as all the other steps. But, again, it could be just as happy with one tall step because it's extreme, it's different. And it'll tell everyone else, hey, the third step down is taller than all the rest. You're going to trip a couple times so you get used to it. That's stupid, but it's also extreme. And it can fit into a pattern. It is a bad idea to have one step have a taller riser than all the other steps, right? Everyone will be tripping. You get a little old lady, she's going to break a hip. Fix that, dude. It is dangerous, but it's also extreme and it can fit into a pattern. I want to read the line below it, this fixed patterns, this gate of waiting, fundamental attunement to natural rhythms. And these are natural rhythms, fundamental attunement to natural rhythms. And it says waiting as an active state of awareness. It's just a beautiful thing. Its first line, its foundation is got a life process to it. It's called perseverance. It just sorry, it's this way. Sorry, it's this way. But it's a life process that says, if the captain must, he goes down with the ship, and if not, he'll jump off. So basically, this is the determination to stay with the fixed pattern or hop off the fixed pattern. So if needed, the fixed pattern will withstand the extremes and bring the extreme nature back into a modest fixed pattern. That's no big deal anymore. 10 years later, everyone in the family got used to that one step that was higher than all the others. No one trips on it. It's modest. It's not that big a deal. Just don't have your aunt over anymore.